Today we're going to be looking at function operations. So let's look at a composite function. A composite function is when we combine two functions. So here's an example of a composite function, and we read this as a composite function of the function f with the function g. So let f of x equal x minus 2 and g of x equals x squared. So we want to find the composite function of function g with the function of f. So if we have that, we want to take the function of g with the function of x, or of f. So in here, we need to find what f of x equals, and f of x equals x minus 2. So I can replace my function of f with x minus 2. So here we want to find now the function of g of x minus 2. Well, we know that g of x equals x squared. So we take and replace our x with the x minus 2. So we see our x. So now it turns into the function of g of x minus 2 equals, and we replace our x with x minus 2, and we square it. So then lastly, to finish solving this, we need to do the square of x minus 2. So that means x minus 2 times by the quantity of x minus 2. So when we FOIL, we have x squared, negative 2x, and a positive 4. So x squared minus 4x plus 4 is the composite function of function g with f of x. Now let's find the composite function of function f with the function g. So here we're going to have the function of f, function of g, of negative 5. So we're going to start with our inside function, which is g of negative 5. So g of negative 5 equals, well, we know that g of x originally equaled x squared. So that means we take whatever you see in x and we're replacing it with our negative 5. So g of negative 5 is going to end up being g of negative 5 equals negative 5 squared. And negative 5 squared is 25. So we're going to take that answer to now find the function of f, and we're replacing it with the 25. And we know that the function of x equals x minus 2. That was the original. So knowing that, we take that 25, substitute in our x. So now we have the function of 25 equals 25 minus 2. So our final answer is 23. Now let's look. G of x equals 2x and h of x equals x squared plus 4. So we want to find the composite of function h with function g. So we want to find the composite function h with the function g. So we take what our function of g is, which equals 2x. We replace it, so now we have h of, we replace our g of x with 2x. Originally, h of x equaled x squared plus 4. So in here, we are replacing our x with 2x. So we replace that x and that x, so now we end up with h of 2x equals 2x squared plus 4. Well, 2x squared is really 4x squared plus 4. Now let's find the composite of function h with function g. So function h with function g of 2 So here we're going to then look at the inside function, so the function of g of 2. We want to figure that out well. We know that g of x originally equaled 2x. So then that means wherever we see x, that's what we're replacing with 2. So g of 2 equals 2 times 2, which equals 4. So then we're going to use this to now find the function of h of 4. We're plugging that in. Well, h of x equals x squared plus 4. So that means we are taking and replacing our x's with a 4. So we have h of 4 equals 4 squared plus 4. So that means our final answer is 20. Now let's take a look at the composite function g with function h. So we're still using g of x equals 2x and h of x equals x squared plus 4. So it's going to be the composite function of g with the function of h of x. So here we're starting with our function of h, which in this case is x squared plus 4. So we are going to have g of and replace our h of x with x squared plus 4. So now we're working with the function of g. G of x equaled 2x. And in this case, we're replacing our x with x squared plus 4. So we have g of x squared plus 4 equals 2 times x squared plus 4. So here we can distribute. 2 times x squared is 2x squared plus 8. And lastly, we want to find the composite of function g with function h of negative 1. So g function h of negative 1. So we want to start with finding the function of h when x is negative 1. H of x equals x squared plus 4. So here we take negative 1 and we're substituting it in for our x. So h of negative 1 equals negative 1 squared plus 4. And 1 plus 4 is 5. So we're going to take that solution. Now we're going to find the function of g of 5. And that comes from what we just found. So the g of x, remember it equaled 2x. So we're taking 5, replacing, substituting our x. So g of 5 equals 2 times 5. So our final solution is 10.